What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Let It Be Known. I'm Darren, and that's
I'm your co-host Lamar Moody.
yes, sir. Back with it with Lamar. It's been a couple of days. I want to say it's been like 6 days, and since
Right,
then, we
right,
ain't really
right.
been hearing. We ain't really heard about no NFL news the last couple of days. I feel like the NFL world's been pretty dry. We've been hearing little rumors here and there, but we haven't had no real news. Have you heard anything? Because I for sure haven't heard no NFL news. It's been pretty. The lid's been sealed.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't heard any real big news at all either. So, yeah, I actually nothing really worth talking about. To be honest, might have been some little signings here and there, but to be honest, me and we some football gurus. We would have heard some, especially some
Yeah.
little something to the grapevine. But it's probably been some little moves, but nothing too newsworthy.
And that's why I'm pretty much expecting the NFL draft to pretty much boom. I'm thinking there's gonna be a lot of trades because there's been a
Can't
lot
wait.
of quiet information. General managers don't usually keep shit this quiet unless they working. So I'm thinking we're gonna see a big trade coming up. And Aaron Rodgers ain't even been traded yet. Like we've been, I don't know what's the hold up. It's a lot. It's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, a lot of things up on the hold up. But the big news is,
Also, too,
yeah,
that my bad, cut you off. Say also, too, you can't forget about that Washington Commanders situation. You don't know what the ownership looking like either, so that's up in the air.
hey, and I heard who was trying to buy that. There was a couple big guys. I think Magic Johnson might have been a
Uh,
buyer.
Matt, yeah, he was a partner. He was a partnership with someone that was trying to buy it. Like two other people as well. So it's like three people that's working together trying to buy the team. So hopefully they do. Hopefully they do. Trying to see what difference they gonna make.
And that's crazy because he already owns what the Dodgers, and I want to say he owns a couple other teams, or maybe one more other team.
Hmm.
But let's dive into college basketball world. You had the females college basketball world, and this was the most viewed college female game ever. They hear I want to say 9.9 million views, almost 10 million views, and that's crazy for a college basketball game. And everyone knows who brought the attention. Caitlin Clark. She was the reason everyone tuned in because she's supposed to be the female Curry. We never seen nothing like her. But the big story is today after LSU got a great win. Shout out to the female Ice Spice. Shout Jasmine Carson, she balled out yesterday. Shout out to Angel Reese, she balled out. Shout out to that whole team. You know they've been through a lot this year, and they
Shout out
proved to got us
Flashay.
wrong. Yeah, shout out to
Hmm.
them all. And I want to say they had like 10 new players this season, so that's crazy. This was the most. So this was the first team to win a championship with this many new players on one squad. So that was crazy. And it was I want to say the first or second year head coach. So they've been through a lot of adversity, and they overcame it. But the big news is with Angel Reese and of course Caitlin Clark. There's been a lot of backlash today because last night or yesterday you seen Angel Reese. She followed Caitlin Clark down the court and she hit her with her own medicine. She hit her with the same shit that Caitlin Clark hit. I want to say like 2 weeks or 2 games ago against Louisville in their tournament game. She hit her with the "You Can't See Me." I want to say she hit Caitlin with the L. She hit her with the ring finger. She hit her with everything she had in her arsenal. And a lot of people didn't feel that. They didn't like that. Me personally, Lamar. Let me hear your take on it, and then I'll break it down. Are you want to start it off?
Now you can start off.
All right, so with me, my outlook on it with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, I feel like Caitlin Clark, yeah, she got hit with her own medicine. It was cool because she does talk a lot of shit, and she does. I love it. You know, she brings that competitive sportsmanship to the game that's disrespectful, but also respectful to the game. So I understand why people were saying that yeah, she got hit with her own medicine. And a lot of people was hating on Angel Reese though, because they felt like she was being a little. They called her ghetto. They called her basically disrespectful, bad sportsmanship. They said a whole bunch of shit. And this is how I view it. I didn't like that Angel Reese followed her for so long. She followed her for like 15 minutes or 15 seconds, followed her all around the court, got all up in her face, throwing all types of signs in her face to let her know that they got the L. Then they also was doing the fucking gritty across the half court while the time was going out. So it was pretty disrespectful. And I see why people are saying that. And Caitlin Clark, they say, basically she got hit with her own medicine. She just did the same thing 2 or 3 games ago. But to me, she didn't go all the way up to the opponent's face and walk around, fall on her. And she also didn't, she did it towards her own teammates. She did it towards like, the sideline and the way she wasn't all up in nobody's face. So I felt like that was the difference between it. And a lot of they're trying to bring race into it. somewhat I'm sure there is some type of race, some type of stereotype, or some type of bad judgment that, or some type of thing they're trying to cast on LSU squad. But I feel like it goes. I don't feel like it's that deep as they're trying to make it seem. I don't feel like it's as deep as in the race conversation as they're trying to make it.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's not that deep as well. And I feel like when it comes to ghetto, I feel like they just look at, the whole LSU team as like, majority black women. And
Yeah,
then, you see the difference with, Iowa. Iowa has majority white women. But,
yeah,
you have this girl, Caitlin Clark, who's like, like you said, the female Curry, who's, super great player, obviously. Like, if I think she's returning, but if she was to go in the
they
draft, I'm
all
pretty sure
are.
she'll go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she'd go top five overall if she was, to go in the draft, if whatnot. But anyway, but I do, I agree though. I feel like Angel Reese might have taken it, maybe a little too far, especially following her stuff like that. But I mean, to come to her defense as well, I mean, she won the championship, and emotions are running high. She probably, just felt like, this is the best player, and people probably not specifically Caitlin Clark was talking shit, but people I'm pretty sure leading up to the game probably was saying like, oh, like Caitlin Clark is coming for that ass,
Caitlin Clark, she gonna talk her. She talk her shit. She talk her shit.
that's what I'm saying. It's probably a lot of stuff that we probably didn't really hear out there, so she probably, just probably like really acted on it out of emotion, like, oh, just especially when the championship, like when you win a championship, you don't care about nothing. Like, there's no stipulations after, like you can't really get suspended after, like, and there's no other game. It's a championship. Like, I'm going all out. You feel me? So I just feel like it was die hard emotion, in this situation. So
Yeah, I like you said, I love the competitiveness, and I wish she would have never followed her, but I get where she was coming from. All this hype's been around Caitlin Clark this whole time. Everyone's tuning in to watch because of her. And LSU was all like, we're gonna make this show about us, and that's what they did. LSU was clearly the better team. They got a whole lot of talent around that squad. Caitlin, she got her teammates and her. She was pretty much carrying that squad this whole way. But once you meet, it's like LeBron. You remember when LeBron was, making it to the finals, and then he meets up against the Warriors. It's like, yeah,
mhm.
LeBron can carry this squad, but once you get to a team where they got 1 through 5, everyone's good.
Mhm.
It's a little bit harder because
Everybody.
at the end of the day, it's a team game. And Caitlin, she can't
And that's
carry
what
it,
I
but she can't
noticed.
carry it the whole way.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I noticed too. That about that game against LSU is that when I looked at the stat sheet, Caitlin had majority of points for her team. Like she had like 20, maybe 25 points, and the second leading scorer had like 5 points or something like that. But then you go and look at LSU stat sheet, you got the leading scorer that
All
got 20 points, and then you got the second leading scorer that got like 15, and the second leading scorer got 12, and you got
yeah,
then the third
everyone's
10. So
contributing.
everybody's contributing to the whole team.
So and so this was actually came out a couple hours ago before I want to say we hopped on. So the Bidens are always getting criticism. It's Trump versus Biden right now. It's a lot of hate, being passed around in this world. But then we got some more news with the Bidens. So I don't think you ever see this here. So Jill Biden, she commented on this LSU versus Iowa situation, and we've been, right now they're trying to bring in the whole race situation, and they're trying to bring Iowa's getting a lot of love, like they won the championship when LSU should, they're the championship. They should be getting a lot more recognition and a lot more TV time and a lot more media coverage than they're getting, especially for a huge college as they are. So I felt like that was kind of weird. But when you got a it's like when you got LeBron on the other team, they always want to cover the main star. That's what they're kind of doing with this whole Iowa situation. But I feel like in this situation, they took it a little bit too far. So the wife of Joe Biden, which is Jill Biden, let me pull that up. So the wife of Joe Biden, which is her name is Jill Biden. She wants LSU and Iowa to both be at the White House, even though LSU won the championship and Iowa lost. Angel Reese responded, "This is a joke," with 3 crying emojis, crying laugh emojis. And I agree with her. It's a fucking joke. I understand Caitlin Clark is her. She real deal. She gonna be this and that, whatever, whatever. But LSU won the championship. I never seen a loser get invited to the White House. Not in the NFL, not in the NBA, not in fucking NHL, not in soccer, not in Argentina. Like, let it be
Uh,
known. What's your thoughts on this?
No, yeah, I was gonna say, it's funny. I had a take on that last take I had But it was funny because I was gonna mention like Angel Reese. She was trying to let it be known she was a champion. You feel me? Ring me, ring me, ring me.
Right, right, right.
But also like in this situation too, like you said, she let it be known this is a joke. Like you said, you agree. I ain't gonna take it that far. Like oh, this is a joke. But I do feel like obviously it's like, come on, like how you gonna try to, have sympathy for this losing team? Like you said, like there's no other team that been invited to the White House. Are you trying to invite them just because, they show poor sportsmanship? Like no, like they let them learn. Like that's like you can't be rewarding losers with trophies. Like they're never gonna learn anything in life. You feel me? So like I was gonna say earlier too, like Caitlin Clark, she's returning, and like all of them, like you said, all of them are returning. So they all gonna learn from this.
And they gonna
And
get a
Caitlin
second
Clark, she
opportunity.
exactly Caitlin Clark got to come back harder next year. You feel me? And maybe if she get that W, she can really go off. You feel me? After the game, she can talk her shit again. You feel me? So
Yeah,
we're gonna see.
I fuck with how Caitlin Clark handled this whole situation. Huh? She not making it too much about herself. She handles herself well. She's gonna be great. She carries herself well, and she knows how to talk to the media.
Generational talent.
Generational
Mm-hmm.
talent. You could tell when they get on the mic that they, as soon as they speak, they already know. Like, damn, okay. When the play matches the tone, you know it's serious. You know they coming, and she's coming fast. But when it comes to, I know, I know. I was gonna believe it, but I know. But yeah, so Angel Reese, she actually said she'd rather go to Michelle Obama's house. So she hoping Michelle Obama invites her. I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm
Hey, honestly,
wherever y'all want to go.
Well, I said shit. To be honest, shit, she really meant to say she wanted to invite LSU to the White House, and then just Caitlin Clark, because Caitlin Clark, no offense to Iowa's whole team, but Caitlin Clark she was Iowa basketball. So.
I'll be cool with that. You know what, Jill Biden, if you want to invite LSU, you can invite the whole LSU team and invite Caitlin Clark, but you can't invite Iowa. They lost. Caitlin Clark, I understand. We over here low key fanboy, and I'm happy to see what she does next year and the years after that. She's only 21 right now, so imagine when she hits, WNBA. Imagine after her next year in college. If she wanted to hit the league right now, she really could, but she feels like she wants to come back. So it's gonna be crazy. I'm excited for it. She made me start watching female basketball. Like I've never been a big fan of female basketball. It's not enough. It just wasn't enough. I don't know. Maybe I never just took a chance. Maybe it's always been like this, and I never took the chance on it.
Don't get canceled, man.
Hey, I'm being a honey. I feel like everyone. This is everyone. Nobody watches it, but they should. It's good basketball. This is one of the best college games I ever watched in my life, male or female. I sat down and I watched the whole game from top to bottom. So we got to talk about Austin Reeves though. So me and you, both Laker fans. And you able to see that? Not yet, right?
I'm a John Morant fan. I was just fun.
Yeah, you is a John Morant fan. You're not a Laker fan. My bad. I keep forgetting that, nigga. So we got to talk about Austin Reeves. He was getting a lot of criticism today. Austin Reeves, he got his first signature deal today, but a lot of people are like, you know what? Jokic don't got a deal. Luka ain't got a deal. There's a lot of players that don't have their own signature shoe yet, and they probably feel like they've worked harder for it. They got MVPs, you got champions, and they don't got their signature shoe. But Austin Reeves is already in the door. He's already putting his shoes in the stores. So this came out earlier today, or I want to say yesterday. Austin Reeves, Lakers guard Austin Reeves to receive his own signature deal with Rigor shoes. So I guess he signed with this team with this company last year sometime, and he's been wearing their shoes all year. But now they've decided where he's finally good enough to have his own shoe, and these are called the AR1s. So you see the little target right there for the AR1s, and I'm a big fan of it. I fuck with them. You fuck with the shoes? You got to remember, this is a Chinese brand. Austin Reeves is their first athlete.
I fuck with them though. They solid for the first ones. They solid. They look cool. I'll buy them.
AR1s, like you said, I'll buy the AR15s. It's gonna be real. It's gonna be serious when the AR15s drop. But the AR1s, I understand why people are hating on him because Austin Reese, he hasn't done anything specifically when it comes to championships and when it comes to MVPs and All Stars and stuff. But when it comes to the shoes, it's all about marketing. And Austin Reeves plays in Los Angeles. He plays for the Los Angeles Lakers, and he plays with LeBron James, and his name is AR-15. It's pretty marketable. So I feel like when people are,
Yeah.
that's the difference between Jokic and a guy like Austin Reeves. You can't market off Jokic. Jokic is boring, but Jokic is great, but he's boring. He does great. He even says that's why he's not a fan of the All-Star game because all he can do, he passes, he shoots, but he doesn't do anything flashy. He's like fundamental, kind of like Tim Duncan. He stays to the game, stays fundamental to the game. But Austin Reeves' shoes are fire to me, and I think that's why they gave it to him. He's great off the marketing. He's a fan favorite. Everybody loves Austin Reeves. The Lakers are known for having these high-power white boys that come out of nowhere and just go crazy. And if Alex Caruso would have stayed a little bit longer, he probably would have got himself a deal in Los Angeles too. But I'm gonna get these shoes probably. I'm kind of fucking with these more than I'm fucking with the Ja Morants. I'm gonna give me a pair of AR-50. I'm gonna give me a pair of AR-1s. The target on there is filthy. I like that. I think that's pretty dope. They're not the best, but they're not the worst. They look solid. They look kind of like Kobe's too.
I'm getting the job. I'm getting the jobs for sure. But anyway, no, just no. I give the AR-1s. I give them a 7. I give them a 7 to 8.
You said 7 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty good because this is a Chinese brand. Remember, this brand nobody even knows. I've never heard of Rigor, but I wonder how much Austin Reeves' deal is. That's dope that they got their first guy though.
Rigor.
Yeah, Austin Reeves, man, it's dope. Hopefully he continues to have success. And if they get in the when they get in the playoffs and they get in the championship, watch out because his shoe sales are going to go out the roof. I feel like, hey, Nike and Adidas, they missed out. They could have took a chance on a guy like this too.
Is he wearing them right now? The Rigors?
Yeah, he's wearing the Rigor. He's been wearing them since last year, I guess. I have never noticed that. And so these are
you probably never noticed it because they look like Kobe's.
And the shoes right here come out on the summer 2023. So this summer, we got a couple more months and they dropping. I can't wait. Hopefully, what's the price range we thinking? He got to give them to you for like 60, 65.
That's what I'm thinking. I think at least for sure, like between for sure like 80 to 60.
Yeah, for a Chinese brand I never heard of, and for it to only be Austin Reeves, like we're gonna have to keep it. We're gonna have to keep it respectable. You can't be charging me $100 like it's Kyrie's.
At the most 85.
Yeah, at the most 85 with tax 90. that's max.
Max.
And then lastly, we got to talk about Wemby. You feel like Wemby is really gonna be him? I seen him shoot. I do. Look, yesterday, or was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. I seen Wemby. Wemby shot a 3, got his own rebound, and did a putback dunk. Like that. That's crazy. Like for you to shoot a 3, you got to jump. The fact that he's able to get to the rim that quick after shooting the 3 is crazy. But this came out earlier today, and this was from a Western executive in the NBA. And this says from a Western Conference executive, honestly, I wish we wouldn't have won so many games this year. We're going to all regret not tanking every game to get this dude. Me and you talked about this like earlier in the year. We're saying like, damn, I wish they would stop tanking in the NBA because you're tanking, you're losing on purpose, and you're getting rewarded with the best player in the draft. I don't think that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, tanking is not cool, period. And then for an NFL exec to come out and say this, I don't like it either. Because losing in the NBA and purposely losing is not cool, especially when you're so open to it.
For real.
You have a problem with that NBA exec coming out and saying something like that?
Yeah, so I said, that exec basically kind of like let it be known that, there are teams that do think that way, like, tanking to get, the better players for the future.
Which is kind of like that in a way, bro. I feel like you should low key get penalized. Like if you suck, you suck.
Yeah. But yeah, I believe so too. I do. But
But the only cool thing about that in the NBA compared to the NFL is in the NFL you fucking if you get the last pick, it's no lottery. You know what I mean? In the NBA, you get the last pick and you can still do the little lottery and you stay able to maybe get somebody that's not you're not guaranteed that first pick. You might still get the second to third pick, even though you were the worst team in the NBA. Compared to the NFL, if you're the worst team, you're getting the first pick guaranteed. But
yeah,
I'm
but
not a
your
fan of
odds, yeah, but your odds are, when you got the worst record, or whatever your odds are, I guess like slightly better to get the number one pick. But like you said, Wemby, he's definitely one of those generational talents as well, though. Like
generational.
whoever get him is gonna be lucky to get him. It look like maybe the Pistons or the Rockets might get him, and the Pistons and the Rockets already got some solid young talent on the team. So for the Wemby to be paired up with some of those guys, they about to make a big turnaround.
Yeah, and that's what they're expecting to do. So I'm hoping he goes to the probably the Pistons. Pistons looking like they for sure got him this year, and a lot of teams. I don't know. I feel like they got to work
I
around.
hope.
They got to make a way around that. They got to work around
Yeah,
it. I feel like somebody got you
I'm
got to
hoping he
start
goes
getting
to
pinned on
Detroit.
that, huh?
I'm hoping he goes to Detroit.
Yeah, they're saying he's supposed to be better than fucking Kevin Durant, possibly
Damn,
taller,
7'2",
moving better.
way taller,
Yeah, way taller. But Kevin
shoot
Durant,
way
Kevin
better.
Durant is so different though. Kevin Durant was over here pulling from wherever. Kevin Durant could lock down one
And he
through
got the
five.
handles, man.
The only thing that hurts with Kevin Durant is his little move to the Warriors. That's the only thing you can ever say about Kevin Durant. Anybody,
I know.
but shit, we gonna
I nigga
probably
moved to the Warriors, killed that nigga career. Not they killed his career, but it kind of messed up his career for a second.
shit. We gonna see what the Suns right now. The NBA standings is looking neck to neck right now. I was looking at they so
Okay.
each of the teams. Lakers are what 0.5 behind the 6th seed. Clippers are barely in the 5th seed. Warriors are barely in the 6th seed. And then I want to say the
I was
8th seed.
I was
Yeah,
mad
it's
that nobody played today. I was hot. I was like, fuck, I want to watch some NBA basketball today.
okay. No teams play today. I haven't even looked.
Mm-mm. Just college basketball.
Oh yeah, because the play for the championship. That's right. That's right. That's right. How that game going
Right.
right now? What's the scoreboard?
UConn winning right now.
Oh, you count on them?
Yeah, I thought San Diego State was gonna take it, but like UConn gonna fuck around win that.
What's the scoreboard
Fuck
right now?
man,
They have by a lot.
$100 on this game. Fuck.
No, you didn't.
Nah, this fine.
I was
Nah,
saying,
I'm gonna get.
I ain't never
Nah,
seen you betting it.
yeah. Nah, the game over now though. It's 30 seconds left, and it's score is 75-59.
79.59.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's it. That's a why.
I know,
So
right?
you know what was
That was a
crazy?
defensive game though.
You know what was crazy? So LSU versus Iowa, that was the most points ever scored in any college basketball game ever. And that's crazy because it's a females basketball game. You feel me? Like females ain't really known for putting up points like that.
Shit, that game they had to fucking with Caitlin.
Yeah. It was
Caitlin was
combined, bro.
there.
It wasn't just one. It was them two combined. They put up like 170 points. They put up NBA numbers in college
Damn.
basketball.
Yeah, each team had like 90 points. Huh?
Yeah, well, LSU had like 115, 120. Like, damn, that's crazy.
Mm. Yeah, it was like 120 to like 80 or something like that.
That's what I mean when you're talking about, that whole squad was putting up numbers. They was all putting their part. Yeah, Caitlin and them, they put like 90, but like a lot of those points was, you feel me, LSU was up by so much. They was like, fuck it, y'all want to score. They would let them get a 2 and then they'll come back and bust a 3. Like, they wasn't giving a
Yeah.
damn. Like
They're
shit.
busting all type of threes in niggas' face.
Uh, Shit, we gonna end it right here though, y'all. I don't know what's really the question of the day, man. I guess Angel Reese. Who do y'all feel was in the wrong and right between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark? Was it just great competitiveness, or was it Was it really some dark shade in there? Do you feel like Angel Reese maybe shouldn't have done what she had done? Like I said, me personally, I didn't have a problem with it, just the fact that she followed her. But if she would have just did the gesture, I don't give a fuck because she deserves it. Caitlyn, we did deserve it. You can't see me, Caitlyn. We just smacked y'all. You asked, like you could do it, say whatever you want to say, but you ain't gotta follow her around the court. That's my
And you
take
gotta
on it.
let it be known. And my thing is, you gotta let it be known. Do y'all think Wemby is gonna be better than Kevin
Kevin,
Durant, or do you think Kevin Durant? Do you think that's just like not a fair thing to say? Do you think Kevin Durant is just like that once in a lifetime talent?
I think personally, Kevin Durant, you can't replicate Kevin Durant, but that doesn't mean you can't
You
have
can't.
something very similar and that's different. You can't have
Yeah,
not only you can't have something that's better than Kevin Durant, but you can't have a Kevin
there,
Durant.
there is somebody coming though. That's very similar. You gonna see.
Yeah, Wemby. I think Wemby gonna be probably just as he probably could do everything Kevin Durant does bigger, but he can't have the speed. I don't think he'll have that speed. Kevin Durant's over there moving like a point guard at 7 foot tall.
Hmm.
Wemby moves like a great small forward, even though he's like a center's height. Kevin Durant is like a center's height, but moves like a guard. But yeah, we're gonna end it right here though. Y'all let it be known. My nigga Lamar looking tired, man. My nigga, we go.